Welcome back, as promised, to a new week and a new edition of iMoove. Here inside the Ark with the original iMovers, and glad to have you on board with us for the start of another week. Now, the theme this week is co-creation. Right? As you're aware by now, if you followed us, we have a theme, a central theme for the week. All right, and then at the very end of the practice, Missy brings what I call sunshine words around the theme. So it's always interesting to hear and worthwhile to listen, to hang in till the end of the practice to hear the sunshine words, okay? And then you kind of get an idea of what that theme might mean. And it's not just relegated or restricted to the practice. It's basically to our life in general and to uplifting and improving and upward tweaking our ascension process, our connection to spirit, a lot of good things, right? All right, having said that, today's practice is lower body and core. So by extension, tomorrow you can expect an upper body and probably some core, okay? Because we try and balance.
Core some more.
We balance, right? But we might do a little more lower back core because I consider that as also part of the core. And we're not touching on that too much today. We'll touch on that a little bit tomorrow, okay? So we just whatever we do, right? Like if I kiss Missy's right titty, I've got to kiss the left one because, you know, you got to keep it balanced, right, guys? There you go. Oops, did I say that out loud? It just came. It just came out. But, you know, we're husband and wife, and of course we love each other, and that's part of our world.
And we're into the joy of life.
Yeah. So anyways, guys, what we're going to do is kind of a mixed bag again. I wanted to include a lot of different kinds of movements here. I love Missy's butt. I guess I'm on that theme, so I always like to include some butt move.
Well, we're co-creating, right?
Yeah. And I like to include some more or less butt-specific or inclusive moves in a practice wherever it seems like it's about time to do that, and it seems today is a good one. So how we're going to start is the first 6 minutes. I'm going to be on the air bike. Missy's going to be on the bike. Okay. So what the format will look like is 30 seconds. We're going to go relatively easy, a recovery pace. Then we're going to hit 15 seconds. For example, Missy's going to be on her bike. She's going to bear down. Okay. She's going to hit it hard. 15 seconds out of the saddle, followed by 15 seconds in the saddle, but spin. She's going to spin that thing. Okay. Get some speed in that spin with some resistance. All right, and then we're going to repeat that 6 times. So 6 minutes on the bike.
The resistance, obviously, it's not the same kind of resistance as out of the saddle.
It can be if you want to bear down and just try and get, you know, what you can get out of a heavier gear, how fast you can go out of the heavier. That's likely what I'll do.
Okay.
I'm not really sprinting, but I'm going to power down on when I'm out of the saddle, and then when I sit in the saddle, I'm going to try and get a little extra RPM out of it. Because for me, it's more comfortable to be in the saddle, right? Missy, she's the opposite. She likes being out of the saddle. But, you know...
Well, when you're out of the saddle, the weight of your body is also part of your pedal.
Yeah, but you're also holding the weight of your body, right? It's not like you're not holding that too. The seat holds your weight, and then you can just use your legs. That's why I like the seat, okay? Because I'm also carrying my 183 pounds out of the saddle, right? I'm going up a hill, right? I'm up the stairs. This way I can just get the legs going, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so we'll do that for 6 minutes, and then we'll follow that with a minute transition or rest. We're going to go into a couple of moves, 2 moves. You'll see what we're going to do for the lower body again, and we're just going to go 30 seconds on the first move, 30 seconds on the second move. We're going to go back to the first move with no rest, 30 seconds, and then 30 seconds on the second move. Then we'll take a 30-second rest. All right? And then we're going to go through that process twice. And then we're going to switch. I'm going to go over to the air bike. I'll go over to the bike. Missy will go to the air bike. Same format. What you'll notice on the air bike, if you happen to be lucky enough to have one, or your gym has one, we're going to go 30 seconds easy. And then I'm going to go 15 seconds backwards really hard. And then I'm going to go 15 seconds forward. So I got to stop the transition and move from backwards to forward.
So actually on my bike, I can do backwards.
You could stay on your bike if you wanted to, for sure. Because you can do that.
Yeah.
The thing about the air bike is it does include a little bit of upper body, but we don't have to include that today. It's just my bike, I can't go backwards. Like, that's the one I put in the Ironman, and it's got a chain, so there's no resistance backwards on it at all.
And when you're going backwards on the air bike, you're still using your
Yeah, I'll
arms?
still use my upper body, right? A little bit, you know.
And when
it's
I
part
go
of the machine.
backwards on my bike,
Yeah.
it goes much faster than if there's no resistance when I go backwards.
Of course there's resistance. Yeah, for sure. It's same resistance you would use if you stood up out of the saddle, if you're capable. Try and bear that resistance so that you can get that power going backwards.
Oh, okay.
And then you got to stop and power forward. So you're going to have to just keep the same resistance, right? If you're capable. Going backwards, folks, is a little harder for most people, right?
I thought it kind of always defaulted back to its originality when it goes backwards.
Well, I mean, I'm going to go hard on that backwards, on the air bike.
I'll try it. I was wondering if the air bike is different than the bike, but I'll try it today.
Well, it won't be. It won't be, right? But the difference with the two, the only difference is her bike, she gets to control the tension, right? She has a little dial on, a little lever that can make it hard or easy. That air bike, I don't have that. It's just the harder you pedal, the more resistance you seem to get. That's just the way it works, right? All right, so anyways, when we're done that, we're going to go back through move number 1 and 2 again for the same format as the first 1, 2, 3, 4 we did, except they're 2 different moves designed for lower body still. And so we'll go through that, and then we'll take a rest after we're done that one twice, and we'll finish the last 6 minutes. We have 3 core moves, and we'll go through those 3 core moves, okay? And we're going to do that 30 seconds per move, and then we'll follow, the 4th move will be a rest for 30 seconds. And then we'll go back and do them same 3 moves again, followed by a rest, and we'll go through that 3 times, and that's practice. So lots of lower body, lots of side and front core. Tomorrow we'll include some lower back core, okay? And butt connection. I think a really great move for us tomorrow will be the Roman chair, right? And that really includes a lot of this, and a lot of this. But a lot of this, right? Okay, folks, so we're just going to maybe warm up a few minutes on the bike just to loosen up. It's cold outside, it's cool in here, and we want to get the blood flowing so we can actually hit, when we hit it hard, we can actually hit it hard. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to just go over to my bike to warm up for a couple of minutes, and then we're going to say start a practice, because what time will it be?
It will be, as it is, time to move.
Nice, folks. And oftentimes if I warm up, I also like to include some really light gear, some fast spinning. Fast stroke spinning, right? So in 5 seconds I'm going to start it, and it's an easy go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, easy go here for the first 30 seconds. So I've got to turn it my way. So, it's okay. Nice and easy, folks. We're just setting ourselves up, recovering wherever we are in this particular 6 minutes. Alright, in 5 seconds, we're going to hit the first one out of the saddle, and I'm going to go backwards, okay? 3, 2, here we go. Three, two, alright, switch it up. Here we go.
Your speed sets my speed.
Nice. Alright, I start myself up backwards now. Still got a little minute to go easy. A few seconds more. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. All right, change it up. All right, nice and easy. Oxygenate our body, folks. Alright, that was round 2. We got 6 rounds. 3, 2, 1. Alright, switch it up.
You know just so you know, my saddle is loose.
Just tighten that button behind you there, that knob on the shaft. 3, 2, 1. All right, switch it up. There's a button behind you there, about heel height.
Oh.
Down there. You gotta tighten that off. Yeah. Other way, other way. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Get ready. 5 seconds. 2, 1. There we go. Here we go. There. Easy. Last round coming up.
Oh, I could tell how hard I'm doing it because when I stop the fast to go to easy, I can't even move those pedals.
That's how you know how much resistance you have. If it keeps going after you're done pedaling, it's not that much resistance, right? Alright, here we go. 5 seconds. Last round. 2, 1. Alright, switch it up. Alright, here you go. Oh. Alright, that got the blood going for sure.
Whoa, big effort.
I'm gonna shift tops now. Alright, so first one is big ball ham curl, and that's going to be hip raise. Play on this ball, whatever you like, on the beep. Here we go. Okay. 2. Go slow, go fast, whatever works for you. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So now we're just going to get into a lunge and stay there. You can put the ball at your chest or behind your head, whichever way you feel good about it. All right, as soon as the buzzer goes, we go back to that big ball ham curl. All right. Okay, big ball ham curl. And then back to that lunge, the other leg. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. All right, other leg. Here we go. 2. Then we get a 30-second rest and do it all over. All right, 30-second rest. Now, you can do rings, stay on the big ball, whatever you want for a ham curl. I'm staying on it. I like the big ball. It's working good.
Well, yeah, I'll stick with it too for now.
All right. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one more time through this process. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. All right. Back to our lunge. First leg back on the box. Here we go. Or the plate, I guess, board, whatever you call it. All right, one more time on the big ball. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then finish up with the other leg as the support leg. The opposite to the last one. Oh, miss. Hamstrings on fire. All right, last time through this particular move. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So now we get to have a minute rest, and we switch up. I go over to the bike, Missy's on the air bike. The next beat, we go nice and easy for 30 seconds. Okay? Okay. Okay, now we start our 6 minutes, all right? This is nice and easy. Nice and easy. I think I'm going to keep this with me, and then I don't have to bend my neck so hard. So it's coming up out of the saddle here in about 5 seconds. 3, 2, there you go. 15 seconds out of the saddle. In this case, she's going reverse. All right, switching it up.
And now I go forward.
Forward.
Fast.
All right, nice and easy. That's round 1.
Knees too, right?
Yeah. Low, knees, then up. Okay? So I'm going to lead with my left leg, and then the next time through I'll lead with my right. Okay? Now I could actually walk if I wanted to, but I'm choosing not to. And then we go right into crab, high hip, widen our knees. All right, crab. Up, widen our knees, and down. Up, widen our knees, and down. Up, widen our legs, down. Now we're going right back into that first move on the next beep. Other leg. Right leg's coming up this time. All right, same move. On my knees. Right leg comes up.
I was alternating, so I'll continue to do that.
Yeah, whatever you like to do. For me, I just kept it on one leg. Just trying to stay low. All right, back into the crab. Grab. High hip, wide knee. Up, wide knee. Up, wide knee. Up, squeeze your butt. Right knee. Squeeze that butt to hold your hips up, guys. This is your butt exercise. Okay, 30-second rest, and we repeat that all over again. And then we finish off practice with our core. So I'm going to keep it on one leg the whole time. Again, my left leg comes up.
I'll try it that way this time.
Here we go. Lots of butt in here, guys. Lots of butt work. Gluteus maximus. Let's maximize those
Gluing
glutes.
the gluteus maximus.
All right, crab. High hip. Squeeze your butt, wide your legs, your knees. Up, squeeze, wide. Up. Now we go back. Next move, use the other leg. Okay? So my right leg leads this time. All right, right leg leads. On my knees. Here we go. finish off with the hips. High hips. Touching Missy's butt the other day. She was at the counter and I was bumping her butt with the back of my hand. It didn't sink in at all. It bounced back to me. It's like I was hitting a hard rubber ball. Okay, now we get a rest. Let's take a minute here, maybe a minute and a half. Now we finish off with core. 3 times through. So this is where we need our big ball. Oh, I needed those drop balls. What was I doing there, Miss? I needed those balls. Okay, still got a minute to go. Alright, first move is, so we're just going to do a drop ball pullover and then a shoot the moon and then follow that with a sit up. Second move is big ball wiper, where the drop ball goes one way and the wiper goes the other. And the last one is just high lift over and back. An imaginary, in my case I'll use the drop ball as my target to over and back high. Right? Okay, you ready, miss? Okay, up, shoot the moon. Down, do my sit up. Back down. Up, shoot the moon. Okay, do my sit up. Back down, up. Shoot the moon. Back down. Sit up. Up, shoot the moon. Sit up. Okay, so now we do wiper, side to side, opposite ways.
Okay.
Arms extended with that drop ball. And next is that over and back. Okay, over and back. Up, boy, I'm not going to use my hands. Up, over and back. Atta girl. Up, 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 up. All right, 30 seconds rest, Annie.
All right.
And then we do it all over again. Where's that big ball? I got you, big ball. Molly.
Big ball is watching you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Rolling the drop ball on my belly. Oops.
All right, up. Shoot them out. Oof. Ah. Oh my goodness, miss. Ugh. Okay, side to side. Wiper. Rest as you need. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So sit up now, over and back. Ah, Lord love a duck, Missy.
Quack, quack.
All right, folks, last time through. We got it. Rest when you need to. I know it's a load. It is for me, for sure.
Just going to make sure that we're still recording. And we are.
All right, side to side. 6. Ah. 6. Oh my gosh. 7. Okay, over and back. Last one. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's practice. Oh, Missy, that's it, my dear. Good practice.
There's something I still want to do though.
Ah,
One set of the big ball with the drop ball in because I missed one and I like it, so I'm gonna try to.
okay, folks, all
'Cause I
eyes
was-
are on Missy.
I was bumping into you, so I had to stop. And all right.
Oh, I can see the steam coming off you, Miss. Nice, girl. Sit up. Sit up.
Oh, all right.
Atta girl. Stretch it out. Bring it up. Bring it up. Shoot the moon.
Oops.
Atta girl. Just shoot the moon.
Okay.
Drop it. Sit up. Atta girl.
Okay.
Up. Shoot the moon. Beautiful, Missy. Wow, that girl's got some control and strength, eh? Nice, honey.
All right.
All right.
Good then.
Whoa! All right, folks. Whenever we work lower body and the core, how did it go for you? The format, the whole show, how did it work?
The hardest thing of all, I think, was the air bike. I found it really, really exhausting. I liked the combination of what we did on the machines, and then we came and did different lower body challenges. My favorite was the lunge on the board. I really liked that kind of thing. It just felt really good. And one of the focal points for me today was on the flavor of the move. I was telling Michael, even when I saw the moves on the board, I've now reached a point in my evolution through the IMoove practice of tasting the move that I see on the board in my body even without doing it. It is having imbibed those flavors often enough that now I know what it is that I want to feel when I'm doing what I'm doing. So we started off with the bike and I always like out of the saddle, and today doing the fast with the same kind of intensity that I used out of the saddle was different for me because very often we're doing sprint when we lighten the load and we start to do our fast revolutions. So today it was a little bit different, and that was much more tiring, needless to say. It was really funny when I was on the air bike. At one point, I thought I was going backwards. I stopped to go backwards, to start to go frontwards, but I was still going backwards. Even like that sensation, somehow, it was so present, that I could hardly tell the difference between forward and backward. So that was funny. Yeah, I like the fact that we got to do each one of those 30-second reps 4 times each. I always like that because, like I said, especially today, I was in a mode to experience the flavor. And for sure, the flavor changes as I go through the 4 reps. I become more and more articulate in the move so that it's clear what it is that I'm feeling and what it is that's being targeted and that's being activated, and that's every muscle that does that activation sends a charge through your whole body. So it was a very charge you up practice, a really good one after play day, that completely wipes play day off the map. Right? Like,
Yep.
It's not like you're weaning back in. It's that, okay, you had your rest, back at it. And it's an amazing thing, like how we're always so, hey, play day. And play day is over like that. And then we're right back here in the saddle, and that feels like totally appropriate. I was thinking today how the flavor of exerting through your body into your uncomfortable zones where you're challenging your breath and exercising the expansion of your strength and your capacity to breathe and to persevere, that is something that continues to evolve and grow and carry you along through your practice. That drop ball getting up onto our knees, that was a really good move. I ended up using the 10-pound drop ball. I don't think I ever used my 2 separate ones. The 10-pound seemed right for me today. That crab, that was, like that particular pair was, well, not the pair, the drop ball. Getting up onto the knees was actually a challenge. And especially once I started to establish a rhythm and tried to keep it up. You know, dum, 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 dum. And I kind of noticed that if I did a little bit of a sway, like from one side to another, it helped my rhythm be really consistent. All right, and then the crab with that was my easiest one for sure. And I could say though, you definitely know where your butt muscles are when you do that one.
Nice.
All right, so I really like the drop ball, pull over, big ball, shoot the moon, and sit up. And you could tell why it was a struggle, because just even to say it, all of those moves that are happening in that one move it's a multifaceted move. Not only for your body, but also for your mind to keep up with what it is, where your arms are supposed to be when your legs are up, and where your feet are supposed to be when you're sitting up. And it's all different. So practice, I wanted to get that. I like the big ball wiper. It's a great one, bringing the legs from side to side, and having the counterbalance of the drop ball was a really neat thing. I really like that. And then sitting up and lifting our legs over is a good challenge. If you're lifting those legs up high, like Michael said, if I had kept them a little low, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But getting them to go up high and to resist as much as you can, because there's a certain degree that you will inevitably go a bit backwards. But with all effort that you can muster within you, you just like try to sit up as straight as you can when that leg comes over. So that was today's practice. Very full. A very full, energetic, strong, and demanding practice that drove me and grew me.
Well, so folks, we started off by saying it was a lower body and core practice, and I think that's exactly what it was. Full-on lower body core, and Missy described all the different moves that we went through there. I think the core was a load for me, right? Definitely was a load, and by the time I hit that third, trying to sit straight and lift my legs, it was like to get through the second move was enough, and I was already pre-exhausted for that third one. It was like, whoa. Definitely challenged the front and side part of the core, and I believe that there was a lot of movement in there that will help to flatten the stomach, right? Just tighten and flatten. And so that was a really cool 3 moves that we went through in the core to finish the practice. It never relaxed. The practice never relaxed.
That's right.
And like Missy said, that crab low to high hip raise and widen the knees, and you keep your butt tight during that upward lift. Oh my goodness, like Missy says, you know where your butt muscles are. And I really appreciate that fact that we not only develop our legs, we also include the butt in our lower part of our body, and we don't let that one rest. We're actually that one has to bring its game. Okay, it doesn't get a pass, and so we're targeting that a lot. And I've really noticed, like I said, Missy's butt has, like I was hitting it the other day. I told you when I was on the ground, and like if you hit something soft, it will oftentimes, your hand could absorb into it, like a half inflated ball or something. You'd sink into it. Well, hers was a fully inflated ball, and I'd walk by and I'd give it a little tap, as I'm wont to do, and because I'm very fond of her little butt, and it bounced back. And I went, oh, it must have just been the way I was moving too quick, so I went back and tapped it again, and no way. I mean, these butt moves that we're doing, and how tight that like it just, everything functions the way it's supposed to, and the butt is no longer a weak link. And if you think about your own practice, and I even think about, many of the times I've been in the gym and stuff over the years, that's never really been targeted. It comes along for the ride, it's used when it needs to be, but specifically targeting that butt and saying, okay, let's see what you got, it never really happened, okay? And we do it here in IMoove. Let's see what you got. And I'm really enjoying that, right? So we have an overall program that we do a lot of full body moves, and sometimes we're just getting busy targeting certain areas. It's a really nice blend and a nice mix, right? So we can identify where we want to give a little bit of work, and we can apply it because we're very flexible here. So this one was really beautiful for lower body, and all different, like I've said to you before, the bike is a great leg finisher, but the butt is not a big part of the cycle, or at least not the way I cycle. I mean, I'm not saying it isn't part of it if you hill climb and so on, you get out of the saddle, but I like to sit in the saddle and power with my legs and a little bit of butt probably, right? So we got that, because we got the bike, we got the air bike, and then we got the butt. We just, we just got after every bit of our lower body, and perhaps where we could do a little bit more tomorrow, I might throw in a little bit of calf, a little bit of skip, or a little bit of something for cardio. We do get a lot of calf in our day. You guys, we move, we walk. This is one muscle we can't really not use. So it tends to get sometimes a little bit sort of overlooked, but I'll make up for it tomorrow a little bit. It'll be primarily upper body, lower, and some little bit of calf. So hang with us on that one. All right, having said all that, really the format was great in terms of I got what I needed. Now, Missy, I got a theme here. It was my turn, and I said co-create. Now, she mentioned another word that I'm going to put in the back of my mind. She said, get back in the saddle. And it occurred to me that that would also be a great theme. Back in the saddle, right? It's after our play day, it's back in the saddle, you know. So I'm going to write that on the bottom of the board, and maybe that'll be mine coming up. But I want to know what kind of sunshine she'll bring with our co-create theme. So, Annie, what do you got for us?
Well, firstly, I was thinking of how the body itself is a co-created tool, instrument. Our legs work with our arms, work with our breath, work with our circulation, work with our bones, work with our age, work with time, work with space, work with digestion and organs. And so we start off already being a living representation of what it means to be a co-creative existence. As we go through life, it's interesting how this co-creative reality, which is so clear, we're grandparents to this novel child, really unique child who's growing up right here within a few steps from where we are. And it's amazing to watch how at first we're in the no thing that includes everything and nothing at the same time. And then we start to particularize. We have to know in this co-creation, which is intricately interconnected because it is one. In that oneness now, we start becoming this individual being with an individual idea, an individual identity, an individual will. And what does that come from? That also comes from the ultimate co-creation, which is the co-creation of Creator, Creator itself, Creator himself, herself, all self, and the individual self. That co-creation between that which is always and ever present and unseen, unknown, yet knowing and seeing, all being. That co-creation now, at this juncture, I believe, of the consciousness of humanity, we are here to discover what that feels like, to hold that consciousness, that creator consciousness, which is not individual, yet it can operate through an individual identity. And we can open every pore of our being, every cell, to the infusion of that divine infusion, so that we can move through a physical world as the creator, as the divine creator, and not be limited by our individual I creation, but to continuously expand that individual I creation into the I, the infinite I creation, where we here now as never before are manifesting the divine will, and what it's going to look like, we just don't even know. And all we need to do is to be available and open and just trust the process, which you can't help but doing when you're honoring the body with which you've been endowed to be the location of that divine intelligence. Swaha.
Super, guys. That brings to close another edition of IMoove. Creator willing.
Alavai.
We will see you here again next time for
Another one.